Good morning, everybody. This is Stephen Pugh of the Home Bible College. I want to give an introduction for the third year students for the month of February. Now, this month we're going to be studying the biblical character of Joseph. His story is found in Genesis chapter 37 to chapter 50 verse 26. Now, this is an incredible story. In the second year you will have already gone through his life briefly, but now we're going to go through it in a lot more detail. We're going to analyze his life. We're going to figure out what was great about the man, figure out how he stood in his day, and figure out the wonderful things that God was able to do in the life of a man who was dedicated to him. We're also going to start our biblical studies on the doctrine of creation and the fall. So we're going to be actually going into the question of creation and the fall, and we're going to be analysing it. We're going to be taking it all to pieces, examining it, and learning the lessons that we can learn from these great biblical doctrines. We're also going to be at the end of the month looking at a wonderful man of God called George Muller. George Muller was a Prussian who came to this country. He lived at Teignmouth, and then eventually he lived at Bristol, and he was the famous Christian who built the famous Muller homes. That is 5 huge orphanages on the Downs at Bristol, in which probably 4,000 to 5,000 orphans at one time or other went there. And there was in Victorian times and before then, there was a tremendous problem of orphans in the country, and George Muller, without asking any person any time in his life for one single penny, was able, by God's provision, to provide for all these waifs and strays, and they were taken in their hundreds. At one time there were 2,000 children and all the staff and all the food that had to be found every day, and this is a man who did it all without asking anybody for one penny. Isn't that incredible? And he was a man who was able to discover God's will in his life, and he was able to discover God's mission in his life. Now, on top of all that, he was a leader in the Brethren movement. He was first of all a Baptist pastor, and then he became a Brethren leader. So what a fascinating guy, an absolute amazing story. Look forward to be going through it all with you this month. So keep your studies, keep coming every day and sharing what you're learning and what God is showing you. And we look forward to seeing you every day. God bless you all. Bye for now.